Okay everybody, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make a vacuum stand for cordless vacuum cleaner. So instead of having to drill into the wall, you can put them on this stand and you don't have to buy one from like Amazon or something. And you can put multiple vacuums on this stand. I'm showing you how to make it. So you're going to need power tools, a drill, and preferably some type of driver or impact or something like that. Tape measure, some type of glue, Sharpie, driving bits, drill bits for drilling holes, and some screws. So we're going to put these, which are the legs of the stand, and we're going to make sure that they are 4 inches from the side and 4 inches from, or 2 inches from the side actually I'll do, and 4 inches from the back. So we're going to measure that, make sure this doesn't fall and hit me, so make sure to be really careful. Maybe I should go 3 inches from the back. 3 inches from, that's 3 inches. Right there. And then 2 inches. They'll be right there. It doesn't have to be exact, but preferably. There we go. On that side, again, I'm no expert craftsman, so expert carpenters don't watch this. All right, 3 inches from the back. Oh, hey, look, I got it perfect. And 2 inches from the side. Right there. Now this is going to be reversed. We're going to drill the holes right here. 2 of them. So I need to choose what screw I'm going to use for this. So I'm probably going to be using these puppies. These should be, this is such a thick piece of wood, but this should be enough. These are huge wood screws. These should be fine. So I'll save 4 of these. These are all the same. Yes, they are. And this one looks a little bit different. No, they're the same. Just one has its thread. Now this one's not the same though. That one's not the same either. And this is the one that I shaved the tip off of for another project, but we should be fine. We're also going to use a little bit of wood glue. But nonetheless, let's mount this up. So we need your drill, and we're going to see what size we need. I think I'm going to go for a 3/32 size. I guess that's how you say it, 3/32. Make sure not to accidentally drill into the carpet, so we're going to lift this a little bit by setting this piece of wood underneath it. Like this. I also have to deal with this camera stand. All right, so now, make sure that this bit is locked. Yes, it is. So that's about halfway down right there. Look at that. And now we're going to use the tape measure to make sure that we line the other screw up flat down this way. Actually, I think that this long bit will be better for lining this up than that will. Should line it up like this. Again, perfection is not the name of the game here. This is to save money from having to buy one off of online. Oh, there we go. There we go. How about that? right, let's do the same on the other side. Go a little bit farther this way, just right here, actually. All right. Now we're going to use, for driving these screws, we're going to use this Phillips number 2 impact bit from Milwaukee with this impact on setting 2. Now we need to turn it over. And we're going to, this is going to be a little bit tricky with having this camera stand here. Give me a second to rearrange stuff. So now we need to drill the holes for the other side. Whoops. And then just get it started. And that didn't really, is that really, yeah, that's how it is. Okay. Now we're going to finish by doing this right here. That should be deep enough. Now we're just going to put a small amount of this extra strength glue here just to make sure that this stays nice and tight. We don't want this wobbling, because 2 cents worth of glue will help us with holding, I don't know, a couple $1,000 worth of vacuum cleaners in place. Now we're gonna set our impact driver. Really wish I had somebody here to hold this for me. All right, lining up this hole. Don't you just love impact tools? Makes driving big holes, or driving big screws, I mean, really, really easy. That ain't going nowhere, is it? Oh yeah. Okay, that was weird, but anyways, let's put the other piece on. The same thing we did last time here now. Move this piece of wood. All right. Make sure, yes, you can see this. All right, now we're going to finish those holes now that they're drilled. Now let's drive that screw in. 2 more wood screws. Let's get the top one done first. Get it a little bit in there by hand, just like that. Bottom one, a little bit more tricky because this, as I said earlier, has the tip sheared off. So I sanded it off for a different project a few months ago. And that part of the stand is finished. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece right here. I'm just going to, like that. Let's make sure to measure it so it's not off-centered. Exactly 2 inches. Move it a little bit towards 1.8-ish. 1.8-ish. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be good enough. Nobody's gonna buy this or anything. Let me know in the description if you would pay for something like this. I would. Let's enlarge in these holes. We're going to use these screws right here. These should hopefully be long enough. Let's make sure. Oh geez, yes, these are plenty big. Same thing we did last time. So Phillips number 2 again. Make sure to put this screw a little bit more flat. Sweet. All right, other side. And those screws should be right here. All right. Oh, so now finally we have the large front plate that needs to be screwed on. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit like that, and then we're finished. Okay. So I've measured the height and where I want this thing to be. 8 inches off either side, and I've risen it up about this far. So now we're going to begin drilling the holes for this. So there should be one hole right about here. Make sure that this is lined up, centered, so we don't accidentally have like a hole that goes off center. This should work. Now, using a tape measure to line up holes really isn't the best idea. We're gonna go 4 inches from the top. So right about here. Sure that that's lined up. just to see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's very much lined up. You know, slipping. Okay, that looks good. Now the top ends right about here. So we're going to put another screw about a little over 1 bit length ahead, because there's another piece going across here, and there'll also be a place to put screws. Making sure that that's in the wood, which it is. I'm going to use a different type of screw for this one, so it looks somewhat symmetrical, because I've run out of the one type, and I'm not going back to Home Depot again. Oh, don't you love that sound? Oh, that is awesome. Perfectly lined up. Let's do the other side. Now, we're going to put the screw right here at the 22 mark. Make sure by looking down. Oh, that is very centered. Maybe a little bit that way, like maybe 1/8 of an inch, but. All right, let's put that screw in. Let's go 1 bit length above like last time. Make sure that that's straight, which it is right there. And now, the final screw should be, I put it somewhere, hopefully, oh, it's right behind the drill. There's more screws later. Here. And right. Yep, that's drilled into the wood. Here we go. Done. All right. Looks freaking awesome. Damn, that turned out really good, didn't it? All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make your own custom vacuum cleaner stand. This is what it looks like. Show you what the back looks like. This is what the back looks like. It's like that. So I'll put links to whatever I can in the description. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.